What the fuck?
What
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk
What have I
Premier
seen?
League. My thing's frozen, so God knows what's going on there. But we are. Everyone can hear me. There we go.
Yep.
It's all
Yep.
sorted. All sorted.
good.
But what the fuck just happened there? I went to the toilet, presuming that it'd be a fucking 1-1. I come back in and I see Liverpool scored. So I've already said, for fuck's sake, because I have to change the thumbnail and all the title. And then I'm like, who the fuck just scored for them? And I'm like, I go on to my Sky Sports app. Oh, whoa, who's got? Is it? Yeah, Max, you've got some playback issues on your end, I think.
You go onto your Sky Sports app and you see ALISSON and you sat there going, well, how's that happened then?
Yeah, I see Alisson's just gone and got the goal. I see Alisson's name. I'm like, okay. And then I had to get Tom to come on to show me. Yeah. So got some comments here. Max was saying it's not over. Come on, Reds. Alisson. Wolf saying very bizarre goal. Holy shit. Alisson Becker. Wow. As a United fan. Wow. Yeah. Liverpool getting goals that late on isn't normal. Missed it, Wolf. Bloody hell, football, mate. Exactly that. Perry saying, hi, mate. Just wondering if it's okay if I can come on. Yeah, well, message me on Twitter at null_PAFC and I'll send you a link or I'll be putting the link in there after Liverpool fans have had their chance. Aaron saying cheats. Liverpool scrap a last-minute winner in a game where one player created more than the others. Alisson saved them, and West Brom's second goal ruled out for no reason.
Go suck my dick. I don't care.
Well, no, it's okay. I can handle this as a former referee. There was a player in the line of sight who was offside. That's in today's rules. That's offside because he's impacting Alisson's vision. So. Liverpool aren't cheats in that one. And they're not cheats in that one. And
my goalkeeper has the same amount of goals this season as Donny van der Beek. How the fuck has that happened?
That's quite impressive. But yeah, Tom, we'll start with you. What have you made of the match? I mean, Liverpool were. It's
we
the
were
same
awful.
thing.
We were awful. I'm not gonna
same thing.
We were awful.
It's the same thing with you and a side that plays a low block. You couldn't break them down.
We were awful. Reece Williams today, complacent is what it was at the start of the game. He was very complacent. He didn't expect it. He's just come off a great performance against United. He's seen that it's West Brom, and he sort of went, I can take it a bit easier. And he's been caught out. That's what happens. I can't be mad at him because he's so out of his depth. This is not where he belongs right now. Thiago today, man of the match. What a performance. People will have a go and say, but he didn't get goals or assists. That's not his job. He ran that game today. He created 5 chances. It's not his fault that Sadio Mane was born offside and can't score a simple chance. Salah, we don't need to say Mo Salah. He's that good. I don't get why in the second half we've decided, right, we've got someone who's on 22 goals this season and someone who's on 9. Let's go to the fella who's got 9 goals this season and has no confidence. Let's see if he can score. Mo Salah got 0 chances in that second half, or like 1 half chance. Sadio Mane got about 3.
Yeah,
it's just
I hear
mad,
that. I do hear that.
Trent as well. Trent, I need to say Trent, quality again. Drove us on from right back time and time again, and then counter-attack from corners look very good. With Trent bombing on, Salah making them runs, we need to use that more often because there's clear potential there. And Alisson, made a quality save to deny. I think it was Mateus Pereira or Harold Kanu. When Nat Phillips got caught up, then goes up.
Pereira.
And then goes and bags one in the back of the net. It's just. That's what football is. I mean, it's sad that we're now settling for just scraping wins against West Brom as high point of the season, but we take them. Top 4 still on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you drew this game, Champions League was pretty much a no-go. Dylan saying, why does he get so much hate? He's not even as bad defensively as people think, and always guaranteed assists. That's
Because
true.
he plays for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Exactly
Well, Liverpool players always get hate. It's just Liverpool, and Aaron saying, but the problem is one wall for one and one wall for the rest. That's how corrupt football is at the top level. I don't think you've actually watched a game of football, Aaron. I'm not going to lie to you, mate.
I remember the one against Manchester United for Everton, which was exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
but that benefited United.
I've seen it happen so many times. Like, I've literally seen that goal ruled out so many times this season. So I don't think we need to be going at Liverpool for that. That's how the rules are. Trust me, I've been doing rescue for long enough to know that that's offside. But Reece, I want to go to you. It looked like it was all over. It looked like Liverpool had basically screwed themselves over, put in all that hard work against United to undo it against Liverpool. And then the guy that I think everyone expects to score from a corner, Alisson Becker, goes and just absolutely does madness.
Yeah. I was saying to my flatmate, who's a United fan, which is quite funny in this scenario. I was like, stick Ali up. We've got nothing to lose. Just Aguero moment. That's all we can hope for. And fucking, he did what he did. I don't know how. But we weren't great all game. Like, I didn't think we were terrible, but it was definitely in that second half we were just throwing everything at it and clearly not taking our time. When it got to Thiago, we were clearly a more composed side, but like Fabinho took a long shot. Who was it? Someone else took a long shot. But Trent and Thiago, easily the best players on the pitch. In general, that right side was definitely where we had our better moments on the pitch. Sadio didn't look great again, so I'm not really surprised that he didn't play last week the other day against United. Bobby wasn't great. He gave the ball away way too many times. And Shaqiri coming off the bench I thought that was a good move, but he did nothing when he came on.
He just couldn't get into it, could he? He just couldn't get into it.
I mean, was it in like the 85th minute where he was on the edge of the box or like 30 yards out and he just passed it straight out of play? I was livid.
I think with Mane as well, like he was paused. He had all the energy. He was running, but he's just. This is what Mane is.
That's what it feels like.
In the weirdest possible way, this is what Mane is. What we've seen the past 4 seasons is a massive overperformance of what he normally does. The chances he's been finishing haven't been high quality chances.
Yeah.
So it's been sort of lucky that he's been finishing all these amount. Now we've seen him get to a more neutral level for his goal scoring.
I think definitely the past 2 years he's overperformed with those chances. Whereas obviously in 17-18 we saw for the first half he was missing those. When he would come inside on these left and he just roll around the keeper. And whereas the last 2 years that's been like, yeah, that's a goal. Because I think he's kind of learned from Salah, but this season it's like he just doesn't seem to. Well, for the first half he wasn't really getting into those situations, and then since he has been on the turn of the year, he hasn't been finishing them. So he just hasn't been himself this season. But Trent, really good. Robbo wasn't amazing, but he wasn't poor. Set pieces weren't very good until literally the last one. The centre backs didn't have their best game, especially against someone like Hal Robson, Kanu. But I don't think both of them were kind of as bad as each other. But overall, the win is what matters, isn't it?
The most important thing.
Yeah, it's like I was resigned to the fact the last 10 or so minutes I was like, it's just not happening. All these chances we missed, 2 or 3 sitters. It just didn't seem like it was happening, but fucking thank God.
No,
Ali the hero.
I do hear that. Velv, what did you make of the match?
It's a poor performance overall, but this shows last season Liverpool, where even though you're playing bad, you still have the right mentality to overcome it, and we showed it tonight. 1-0 down. Yeah, we got a bit of fortune with the goal where the defender passed it to Mane and he gave it to Salah. Good finish from Salah. And then in the dire moments of the game, good cross and Alisson, what a header. can header the ball better than Tammy Abraham. That's what I would like to say.
Can
There's
head
going
the
to be
ball
so
better than
many.
Nat Phillips, evidently.
There's going to be so many memes of this
Yeah,
guy,
the Chelsea fans are starting it already.
oh, it's going to be mad. It is going to be mad. But Tom, what is it with Liverpool and not being able to break a low block? You just can't do it at the moment. It's something you struggle with.
It's a confidence thing, is what it is. You know, you can blame the centre backs how they affect our build-up play, and they do. But it's a confidence thing. Last season, if it weren't working, we'd stick at it and keep going and keep going and keep going because eventually it'll work. This season, if our attacks aren't working, we just resort to crossing it. And last season it would have worked because Manny was brilliant in the air. Firmino had his moments in the air. This season, he's got no confidence. Firmino's awful at finishing. So crossing is basically giving them the ball back. It showed at the end when we were sat there just on the edge of their box for about near enough a minute, backwards, sideways, sideways, sideways. Oh, are we going to cross it? No, sideways, sideways, sideways. There's no movement, and we just lost confidence. Last season, Van Dijk would have been organised. He would have been giving confidence for people to take more risks, spot on, because you sit there and look behind you and go, you've got the best centre-back in the world behind us, he'll bail us out. That's not happened this year. So that's probably the main reason. We had these issues last year, but we always seem to scrape through. That was purely a confidence thing. It's that feeling when you can't be beaten, that never say die attitude. It's just when you're on such a run that we were last year, you can't sort of stop it. Or you'd always find a way. This year, we haven't been on that, and it just seems to drag on minds more and all that. Maybe this is the turning point. It's come a bit too late to really be a significant one, but maybe it's the turning point for mentality for the rest of the season because we haven't got easy games coming up. But anyway, I need to shoot now. I'm going to leave a question for the panel. Where do you think, what do you think our best defence is from this point on for the rest of the season? And what do you think our best midfield is from this point on? Anyway, in a bit, up the ALISSON Becker.
That's right.
Hey, take care, Tom.
Catch you in a bit, mate. Cheers for coming on. But out goes Tom. In comes Lewis from Perry Sports. Once my internet actually starts working again. Here we go. Perry, what did you make of today's performance from Liverpool? I mean, it's another sort of side that plays a low block, and another time where Liverpool just haven't quite been able to break them down. Obviously, Alisson Becker is the thing everyone would predict at the start of the game to go get a match winner. I mean, if anyone did put a bet on that, you've just made yourself a shit ton of money. So congratulations. But what did you make of Liverpool?
It wasn't the best performance. I think every Liverpool fan can say that. I don't think it was the best performance. I think every Liverpool fan knows they can do much better. I think they've said that all season, that they can do much better than this season. Because according to reports, as much as they're starting to go back on it, up on the level on like the performances, people are putting this down as one of the worst title defences for a while. Which is a shame because Liverpool, they have talent, but they've just been so unlucky with injuries. And that's just been a massive shame. But they had this chance in the January, in Jan to bring in a centre back. Yes, I thought come back in, but he's coming from this Schalke team that at the time didn't win for a very long time, and they were self-bottom in the Bundesliga. Was it the right time to bring Kabak in? Yes, he's a decent defender, but was it the right time in his career with obviously his parent club's form?
I actually think it may have benefited him on a personal note for Ozan. I think it probably benefits him because it puts him in that star bracket of look, I've played at Liverpool. It probably helps him get a next transfer. Obviously, Schalke being relegated down to Bundesliga 2 now. On a personal level for him, it helps him a lot. On Liverpool's level, I don't think it's helped you as much as getting a Botman or even someone with a bit of experience at the back. Because you saw that today with Reece Williams just ball watching, not pushing out at the right time. I mean, that kid was all over the place today. He was an utter shambles. But can you really blame him? The lad was at Kidderminster Harriers last year. So there is levels to this. That is the situation for Liverpool. Wolf saying Alisson is a better striker than Martial. Yeah. I mean, you could probably make an
He
element of
scored
that.
more goals than Origi and Shaqiri this season, so I don't know what that says about our backup attackers.
No, I think
It says a
Shaqiri's
lot
got
about
2
your.
because he scored 2 in the actually. No, 1. Yeah, 1.
So he's level on goals with Shaqiri.
He's got more goals than Thomas Partey, Kovacic. Apparently, Kovacic is world class according to Chelsea players.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah.
in Kovacic's defence, he's not really a goal scorer.
He's not a bad player, but the Chelsea fans definitely overrate him.
Yeah.
Just like Chelsea players overhype most of their players.
True.
Chris saying, what a way to win the match. Final kick of the game. Our goalkeeper embarrasses the likes of Mane, showing him how to finish his dinner. And I celebrate by running around the house. I was ready to run. Never mind. It's always positive when
I ruined another person's stream by just coming on and just celebrating that Alisson goal.
That's mad. Wolf saying Trent Miss was unlucky. He had everything right angle, the space to target, but elevation, nope. This was my first time seeing Reece Williams play. I'm very impressed. Good defending. Whoa. What?
Well, actually, I think he was better than Nat Phillips.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nat
yeah.
Phillips was awful. I think both of them were awful, but
yeah,
I think Reece leaves alone like 100% because
I suppose that's what happens when you chuck like a proven striker like Robson Kanu against 2 inexperienced centre backs. It's always gonna. I mean, God have mercy on your soul when it's Chris Wood next on Tuesday or Wednesday, because he is going to have a field day with them.
The only bit of hope that we've got is that they've got Peacock Farrell in goal.
Yeah, I blame Fabinho for that goal because he got out jumped in the air. I'm like, come on, you should have got that.
Yeah, but if Reece Williams doesn't push forward.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's the thing. That's usually the error that Nat makes. Like 7 times a game, he jumps in rather than thinking about what's behind him. That's what happened with Rashford's goal against United. He went in, lost the ball, or didn't win the ball rather, and then there was just space behind him. And obviously, Reece makes that due to inexperience, but Nat usually does that. Even though he's played games whatever level, he's still been playing football. And what is he, 24? So he's experienced.
Yeah.
He knows not to do that, but he still does it. Reece, I think, purely did it from inexperience, and then Nat obviously played too deep, and then played Robson Kanu offside. So it was just kind of both of them making little errors that worked well for West Brom.
And it's them little errors that have cost Liverpool big time this season. I mean, I look at United in the Cup. Reece Williams, if he don't make that mistake against Rashford, do United go on and win it? Like that's the question that will be asked. Chris saying happy for Alisson with everything he went through. Couldn't have gone to a better man. Yeah,
I think he saved us so many times earlier this season as well. We had a couple of dodgy months, and obviously his passing hasn't been incredible, but he's saved us so many times over the past few years. He deserves it pretty much more than most players.
He's crying up full time. You show the emotion. He loves this club, man.
Yeah, he said it was like down to his dad or something like that, didn't he?
Yeah, that goal was for him.
Pretty emotional.
Yeah.
No, look, it's clearly carry on, Peg.
We saw it yesterday with Leicester. They won the FA Cup for Kuhn Vichai, who, as everyone knows, died a few years back in that in the crash. And Alisson scored that for his dad, who tragically drowned a few months ago.
It's been a hard year for just Liverpool in general. You think of what Klopp's gone through, what Alisson's gone through, what the team's gone through, losing Van Dijk, losing Gomez, losing Matip. I mean, you couldn't have asked for more issues than you could. I saw Mane screaming for Alisson to come on to the corner. Really good leadership and command by Mane. He should have been captain, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Look, you can question Mane. I think Mane. I think you can question Mane's form and his ability this year, but I don't think you can question his desire and his love for the club. And
no, he definitely has that. Hard. He definitely wants it more than a lot of players. I feel like he's always had that grit, that desire. It's just he just hasn't really. His touch hasn't been there. He hasn't gone past players and stuff like that. His actual ability has gone this season rather than his actual attitude. and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's why we even saw that thing with Klopp where he ignored Klopp. It's like he's hurting because he wants to be achieving more. That's what I'm getting from it anyway.
Yeah, but
Chris
he did an interview
saying
last week
Brentford
that was saying
get another assist.
he even got somebody like a mental, like somebody to like
Mm,
take blood tests or something like that because he was genuinely concerned about his own body. So it shows that he's always willing to give 100%, which is what you'd have to see.
Yeah.
Oh, can I say
Yeah,
one more thing as well quickly?
Crack on,
Sam
Vel, crack on.
Allardyce, come out, you pussy. Oh, yeah, come outside. Sam Allardyce,
Hold
yeah.
up,
Yeah,
Vel,
come
Vel,
outside.
yeah, Vel. It's taken your goalkeeper to score from a corner for you to beat Sam Allardyce. Don't come with that chest, mate.
Bro,
Don't
I
come
hate
with that
Sam
chest.
Allardyce. I hate
I
that.
know
I just hate
you.
West Brom.
Look, I'm not a big fan of Big Sam either, but you've beaten him by your goalkeeper coming up from a corner from a set piece. Like, don't come out with that big chest, Vel. Not to Big Sam. I can criticize Sam a lot, and I don't like him. He's not my favorite guy, but don't come out with that chest. Don't do it.
I
Don't
will
do
find
it
you,
to
Sam.
yourself.
I will find you.
Trent Alexander-Arnold crosses scared the out of me. If I was a centre-back playing against him, I'd have my heart aches and panic attacks. So incredible player. Hate to say it as a United fan. Believe it or not, there's really one player who actually adores dealing with Trent crosses, and that man is genuinely Harry Maguire. I can't believe I'm saying it myself, but he loves it when you put a cross on top of his head because he'll just header it away. It's what he's got his massive slab head for. Hector saying too late to be significant. Yeah, I was a bit when Tom said that. Look, I love Tom to pieces, and he normally comes on with a lot of sense, but too late to be significant. With Hector's last comment, it saved our season. Yes, I think it has. Chelsea still controls our own destiny. Oh, right, yeah.
It's more down to us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all
No,
down
he's
to
a
us.
Chelsea fan, so if Chelsea wins too, we are top 4. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
right.
it don't matter.
It's whoever wins both games out of us, Leicester and Chelsea gets top 4.
Yeah, well, it's currently in all 3 of your hands, really. All you have to do is Liverpool have to go out and win their last 2 games. Chelsea and Leicester have to go out and win their 2 games. It's
the fact that they play each other
that.
is absolutely massive.
Yeah. No, you're frozen.
No. Oh, as always.
Thinking about it, if they draw and then we draw and win one, but they both win their last games, what happens? What are the points looking at then?
No, Chelsea and City go through. Chelsea and Leicester get top 4.
All right, okay.
So we need to beat Burnley.
It's a bit mad. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, but your
you're just
FaceTime is frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the way it always goes. Valve, if I jump out, just take charge for a second.
Yeah, sure.
It's not too difficult. Just talk about the game.
Okay.
But in fact, what I'll do, I'll see if this is working now. God knows what's going on. To be fair, I've been playing up all day.
Yeah,
but
you're kind of
in terms of can you hear me now?
Yeah, the face cam is still frozen. It's actually a nice screenshot of you, actually. Oh no, we can't hear you. Oh no. Niall!
No one in the world.
Okay, we'll just go to the game then. Yeah, so top 4 guys, do you think we could get it?
Yeah, 100%. ALISSON scoring hat-trick next game.
Yeah,
just stick him up front.
Stick him up front. Yeah, we need to play Kelleher and goal. Play ALISSON as striker.
Not even fit, is he?
Eh?
I think he's still injured. I think Kelleher's still not fit enough.
Okay, not Adrian. Okay, we can't. I'll put James Milner and goal. Why not?
Yeah, so he's played everywhere else. Or Gini, maybe. He can probably do a job.
Yeah. Perry, what about you? Do you think we could get top 4?
Me personally, no. I believe it's just because I think, as you both said, this game on Tuesday, I believe it is, between Leicester and Chelsea, is big for them, but more big for you because it gives you an idea on how you need to do. Because, like I say, 4 points, but a draw, and then they're both in their last games, you've missed out unless you win both your games, I believe. So it's like Niall said, it's in all three teams. It's in their hands. It's down to them now. But
And I'm
this
just
has made
going,
these last few games interesting. With today,
and I'm just double checking our game. Our next game against Burnley is on Wednesday, so there's not
Yeah.
much rest there. So looks
Yeah,
like
it's the
there's
same
going to
for
be,
everyone, though, isn't it?
yeah, and that'll be a difficult game, seeming that fans are there. So do you think we can win that game?
oh no,
And I was back.
Ooh, yeah. I can see you now.
Sorry about that. StreamYard and my internet today has not been working hand in hand at all. It's
I mean,
been
your
trash.
Wi-Fi is better movement than Timo Werner. Just
here
saying.
we go. It's just showing,
Clearly, that's
it's just showing Leicester's, Chelsea, and Liverpool's game. So you've got Burnley and Palace away.
Yeah. On paper, we should get it.
Leicester
Yeah.
have the
But football isn't played on paper; it's played on grass. So no.
Leicester, Leicester have the
that's the
toughest.
thing.
They have Chelsea.
Maybe synthetic grass, but
Oh, Mr. Wolf, did I do a bad job? Oh,
It's okay. It's okay. But Velv, I've been saved twice by RJ and Velv today. Some comments here. Chris saying, wasn't best performance, got the win. That matters. It does. It does indeed. Young Reece Williams needs a loan next season. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I could think of other places. Probably not gonna for long. We Chelsea are beaten Man City more than they have beaten us. If we need the Champions League final, get Champions League next year, then we will win that last game. Yeah, but it's very dangerous to pin all your hopes on winning a single 90-minute match. That's risky. That is very risky. Go out and just do your job in the Premier League is my recommendation. Reece Williams is to blame for a goal, but it's expected due to inexperience. Indeed. Ryan saying, big up the panel. What just happened? Yeah. Look, it's been one of them, hasn't it? It's been an interesting game. Hold up, Velv, hold up. West Brom had chances to score from set pieces in the first half. Sad they missed all. Then we had my lag. I don't know what. Oh, right. That's the table as it stands. Yeah. Ideally, you want. What's goal difference like? That's the question. I'm guessing. Let's get to what. God, my thing. Goal difference. Yeah, you want Chelsea to lose because you're level on goal difference with Leicester, and there's no guarantees you're scoring more goals than Leicester. So you just need to hope that Leicester beat Chelsea, because if it's the other way around, I won't bank on it too much. Although you could do a madness against Palace again, which may
nice. Good work, Reece.
There we go. The last goalkeeper to score in Premier League history was Asmir Begovic against in November.
For Stoke, wasn't it?
So nearly 8 years and no goalkeeper scored.
It's mad. It is mad. Wolf saying you suck, Velv. Boo. I don't even know what Velv did whilst I was away. Velv, what have you done?
I just asked, do you think we'll get top 4? And then he's like, boo, you suck.
Oh, that's an okay question. That's not a problem. Now I'll get in. Look, I've been saved twice now. Mr. POTUS, who's watching the Everton Sheffield United match?
No,
that's irrelevant.
Could not give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not. Egda's saying absolutely nobody. The question I've got though is, if Becca didn't score that goal, so let's say ALISSON doesn't score that goal, you lot are in one bad mood, aren't you?
Yeah. I was literally thinking about coming on it. I was like, I'm just going to have a beer to just down my sorrows, because I was not in the mood.
I was literally saying like in the 70th minute, this game has 1-1, we're done. No point.
Yeah, I was
And I was
confident literally until like the 75th minute. I was like, we'll get something. And then Gini missed that chance. I was like, it's not coming.
Of course, it's Genie. Genie has to mess it
Yeah.
up.
Gini was the only one that didn't celebrate the goal as well. He just stood there.
Yeah, he's
At this
gone.
point, I'm happy that he's leaving because he just.
Yeah.
I know obviously he was on the bench today, but his performances just haven't been it for months.
Our bench looks so weak. Like,
That's championship level at best. That bench.
yeah, because only Origi, Shaqiri, Wijnaldum. The rest is Ben Woodburn,
Yeah.
Billy Cometio, Simicas. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Simicas is alright, but obviously it's a backup left
Yeah,
back.
Yeah. I just hit subscribe. This from Phantom. I just hit subscribe. Once you get 1K subs, you can take super chats. Big up to yourself. Big up to yourself there. And yes, if you are new though, please do hit the subscribe button. That's 2 subscribers we've gained today. It's absolutely buzzing. On the way to 1K, went past 250 a couple of days ago. So Friday we hit that. So that was very, very pleasing indeed. And don't forget the Euros, the summer. On this channel, we are the only channel covering every single one of the home nations watch-alongs. We've got the European show where we're going to do the Euros sort of weekly review show, but Euro style, and a brand new show called the England show every Friday. Haven't sorted out a time yet. I haven't sorted that bit out, but that will replace the club shows whilst the Euros on. Give myself a little bit of a break and ready to prepare them for the start of the season. Transfer news, all of that stuff will still be covered. It's gonna be a busy summer. Covering all the transfer news and the Euro stuff is gonna be brilliant. Wolf saying I'm just joking around. No, Velvet is good. Just stand.
Yeah, that's why. Because I'm at your house right now, Wolf. He just saw me. I'm at his house.
Jesus Christ, Velvet. Wolf saying big up Perry Sports. Big up to him indeed. First time on the channel, doing very well as well. Phantom saying, did anyone notice Werner tried to kick the ball to an international space station from outside the 18-yard box? Yeah, I mean, Werner's tried communicating with NASA, hasn't he? Because he looks like he can start hitting the objects in space at this rate. But Velv, if it finishes 1-1, what do you do?
I was gonna cry. Probably lock myself in a room, sit in the corner and cry. Or probably just sit in the shower and cry. Just cry everywhere. And then after that, I'll just go through anger issues, just start smashing stuff. Then I go to denial, then I go to bed, then I'm done.
that is absolutely brilliant.
Can take that myself.
Yeah, and the bit about where you're down a beer to drown your sorrows, I just drink a beer every night anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had one from the start of the game anyway, but I would have probably downed it and then another one and maybe another one for just to be assured.
I had one for the first half, let alone for the game.
No, I'm a slow drinker. I'm a slow drinker.
It's okay.
Saves me money at least.
Once you've done a few drinking games when you're younger, in the clubs and that, you certainly get used to drinking.
Look at Liverpool's Twitter for man of the match. It's just all ALISSON. Choose one.
Really,
have you seen Redman TV's reaction as well?
Oh yeah, he took off his top.
Yeah, they were going mental. The thing is, that's genuinely that I've never celebrated a goal more than that in my life. Like, not the Champions League final, not any Europa League 13, 14. Like, I've never gone that mental.
Do you think it's because it was Alisson Becker that scored that goal?
Yes.
I think that was a small part, but it's the fact that it means so much for this season. Like this, him doing that, but it could have been anyone. Quite frankly, like this goal just means everything for our season. Like if we get top 4, then we can actually go out of the season on a positive. We wanted the season to end for ages because it's just, we're not getting Champions League. But the fact that we've had so many downs this season and we've still managed to pick ourselves up and get these results and even be in the race. Obviously, we screwed ourselves by bottling so many chances at the start of the season. But the fact that we've got ourselves to this point where we can get Champions League after such a bad season will probably help us more than anything. Because it shows that
oh my God,
we've still got that fight.
scored against Everton. Oh my God.
Who did?
A 17-year-old just scored against Everton. Haha, suck it,
Christ.
Everton lads. Haha,
They're-
you're
they're
dead.
having-
Brewster.
They're having an awful end to the season. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But Velv, what did that goal right at the end mean to you? Like, what were your emotions?
Like I said, I just ruined other people's stream just coming on celebrating an Alisson goal. I just want to watch stream. They were just doing a Barcelona watch along, and I just came on like, no, you shut your mouth. I'm celebrating my Alisson goal. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's fair. Max, are you there?
Max has been gone for a long time.
Ma-
Oh, he's back.
Max has jumped in. What were your feelings when you saw that goal from Alisson going?
I think he's muted.
I can't hear you at the moment.
Okay.
Now he's muted.
I've just seen on Twitter as well, Alisson becomes the first Premier League goalkeeper to win a game.
Is he?
With a goal, yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe. No,
That's one hell of a stat.
That is some stat. That is some stat. Whilst we wait for Max to get back, or sort his technical difficulties, what have we got? Wolf saying the goal was so good, even United fans celebrated. Holy shit!
I'm not sure
My
they
feelings
did.
on the Alisson goal. We should have let you have Werner in the transfer last year.
And that's
Look,
when you
I-
think
To be fair, we
Chelsea
pulled
fans
out
were gassed.
because he was too much money.
Yeah, but you guys were gassing up Werner and said, "Oh, he's just going to show Liverpool why he's the best striker in the league."
Yeah.
6 goals.
Alisson has equalled Werner for goals in 2021, or 1 goal behind, or something like that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be doing a stream at the end of the season, ranking all the transfers from this season.
Thiago number 1, I think.
I fear for where Donny van der Beek is gonna end up.
Thiago
I do
was
fear.
excellent.
I can't feel sorry for Van der Beek. Like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
he could have gone
Van
to
der Beek.
basically anyone and been one of their best players, but you decided to go to United and play about 5 minutes of football.
I think once if Ollie can get a DM, we'll see more of Donny. I mean, we have to. He's such a talent that Ollie can't just waste him. That's for sure. Ollie just can't waste him doing that. But the question I've got is once I formulate it in my head, because I did have it and then it's just completely vacated. Whilst I think of that, Max has decided to come back.
I'm back, if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. What were your thoughts and feelings on the goal that was scored by Alisson?
Well, I was listening to it. I didn't see it yet. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to be watching that back for a while. But I was in complete shock as soon as it went in. I heard them say, "You won't believe it, but it's Alisson." I was like, "How is out of everyone on that pitch? How has he scored? Like, how has everyone not got to the ball except him?" And then I was watching Anfield Agenda's live watch along. His reaction was priceless. It's like he thought it was someone else. I just didn't have the words at that point. I was like, how have we just done this? Like, because obviously West Brom could have been 2-1, which is very unfortunate for them. But them's the rule. But I can't comprehend what's just happened here. I was like, what have I just seen? Like, that is not something you'll ever see at any other time.
Yeah, no, I hear that. This Perry is back. This is in your hands now. You only have to beat Burnley. You have to beat Palace. It is in your hands technically. How are the feelings going into the last 2 games of the season? I mean, the title's been sort of summed up, done, unless Man City get a points deduction, which is possible apparently.
FFP.
Because
I never knew what that was for. So when Kenny said it was point deduction. I didn't know what he was talking about because I haven't heard about that.
If United win this title on a technicality, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because their fans are gonna be unbearable on this channel for quite some time, and I'm not sure if I'm ready.
Don't let Kenny on the streams.
It's not just going to be Kenny. It's going to be all of them. They're all going to be unbearable. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do on that. But
yeah, no, I got to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, take care, everyone.
You too, mate. Have a good one. Cheers for coming on. But yeah, what's your feelings going into the final two games? What are you expecting?
Obviously, I'm buzzing that we might finish top four after the dreadful season we've had, with obviously losing 7-2 to Aston Villa, and every result's just gone against us, especially the 1-0 against Fulham. But I can't know about Palace, because as Phantom in the chat has just said, don't underestimate Palace. Don't underestimate anyone, really. But I think, if I had to make an early prediction, I'd probably say it's going to be a draw against Burnley with a 1-1 or a 2-1. Actually, no. 1-0 or a 1-1 draw. And then Palace, God knows what's going to happen there. Because we just need to rely on Chelsea dropping points against Leicester, and then us beating Burnley or Palace. So.
What, a draw against Palace?
No, we need to win both games.
Yeah, a draw against Burnley screws it over for you lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
we basically, for that to happen, we need a draw between Chelsea and Leicester, and then one of them to lose their last game, and then for us to draw and win, and then we still get it.
You'd need to obliterate Palace, though, if you it's a tough one.
It's complicated to work out, but I think that's how it is.
Yeah, we didn't start the season, so I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't bank on another one of them happening.
No.
But Perry, what about you? What's your feelings going into the last couple of games? It's in your hands, right? Which for anyone in these situations is all you can really ask for. But are you confident that you can get the points against the other teams?
I'm not a Liverpool fan, but for Liverpool fans' sake, with the pain that they've had to go through the entirety of the season, I'm not a fan of the club. I'm not that much of a fan, but I really do feel bad. And for the sake of the club and just for how much I feel bad from the season, I hope they get top four, because then it's a reward, but it's not, because obviously you haven't got a title, but after the terrible season you've had with injuries and all that,
I think if you say to a Liverpool fan right now, you can get top four at the end of the season, they bite your hand off. They snap your arm off, and they're like, yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, but Reese, what about you? What's your feelings going into the last couple of games? It's in your hands. You don't need to rely on any other team to drop points at this precise moment. But Burnley's going to be the tough one. I think Burnley's going to be the make or break. I expect you to beat Palace.
Yeah, with fans as well.
Yeah,
I mean, a win for Palace was earlier today or yesterday. I think that's solidified. I don't think they'll really play for that much, because they won't want to get to the likes of Zaha or Eze injured, really. So they might not even start them, if I'm honest.
Oh no.
What?
I know this ain't really like a massive factor, because none of these teams are fighting for anything, but Sheffield are beating Everton.
Jebison's got his first start and he's scored.
That is mad.
He's a 17-year-old, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Chelsea should get Yusuf Poulsen from RB Leipzig because he helps Werner score.
He was so bad against us. I mean, I think it was Kabak got man of the match against him on his Champions League debut, I think it was.
Yeah, he's not the greatest. Liverpool won't finish top four. Palace win, and Chelsea will beat Villa. Mr. Potus is a United fan, just in case anyone didn't realise. Don't underestimate Palace.
Atletico scored. Scenes in the Madrid or La Liga title race.
Yeah, that's near final day as well, isn't it? Salah
Yeah,
will
I think it's
score in
second
both
game this
games.
season.
Yeah, it's same with what the
I
Premier League
wouldn't
is
go
set up.
against Salah scoring in both games. He's like that first goal just epitomises everything he's been about this season. He's adapted so many different chances that he's had. Like he's had the volley on the opening day against Leicester. Against Leeds. He had the volley against Everton. It's just those sharp finishes that he's had this season that have given us so many points. Like, it's unreal. He's so good.
Yeah. And Phantom saying goal difference: Chelsea 22, Leicester 21, Scousers 21. It is tight in this race. It is very, very close.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, man of the match, I feel like I know who everyone's man of the match is, but Reese?
Thiago all day. I love Ali, but Thiago just what performance.
Oh, I thought it was going to just be Alisson, but
Nah.
What about you, Perry?
Alisson, he because I'm not being funny. He made some good saves, and obviously he won the game for you. So, in my opinion, Alisson, I don't think any player on that pitch could do anything else. And if I was going off the West Brom perspective, I think everyone's going to say Navius Pereira. West Brom going down, but
I'd have given it
massive
to...
fight. They did put up a massive fight today, and I was really shocked when their first goal went in. I was like, "Oh shit, it's happening again."
I'd have given it to Robson Kanu. Phantom saying, "Thank you for a wonderful show. I will come back often. Massively appreciate it. Big up to yourself." There's a lot of regulars. We've got a lot of our regulars still coming on every
There's another
stream,
stream tonight. There's another stream tonight at 9 o'clock.
There's another one. It's called Meet the Playoffs, where we're going to take a look at Swansea City tonight. Should be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it. I need to get all my information ready. Yes, that's going to be a tough one. But Max, who's your man of the match today?
Well, obviously from a West Brom perspective, it's going to be Pereira or Robson Kanu. I've gone with Robson Kanu. Liverpool's perspective, I'd say Thiago, Salah or Alisson. I'm going to give mine to Thiago, even though Alisson did obviously win the game for us and made some good saves. But I think Thiago just did a brilliant performance and he really deserves it.
Yeah. No, I hear that. But we are going to wrap it up there. Mr. Potter saying thank you for the pod, fellas. Not a problem. And you're already following us on Twitch. I know that. The amount of times you're in the chat, which we do massively appreciate. As Max said, another show later on tonight at 9 p.m. Let's Meet the Playoffs, where we're looking in depth at Swansea City. We've looked at Bournemouth. We've looked at Brentford. Tonight we're looking at Swansea. Tomorrow morning we'll take a look at Barnsley before their semi-finals commence. We're going to take a look at League One and League Two, but they're going to be more bundled. It's going to be having a look at the teams and what we think is going to happen. But before we go, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out our socials at Let's Talk EPL on Twitter and No Context LTPL as well, on Instagram at Let's Talk EPL_ and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Also, there is a Discord server in the description if you do wish to join that as well. But Reese, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, just over on Twitter at LFC_Reese. I've got in my website's bio bit. I've also got a blog that I've made for the United game last week as well. So if you want to go over and check that out, that'll be good. But yeah, mainly just over on Twitter.
100%. Do check out Reese as well. And where can they find you, Perry?
You can find me on Instagram, LewisPlayer55, and you can find me on YouTube. And as it says in my StreamYard name, Perry Vlog, Perry Sports. Sorry.
Not a problem, mate.
I helped you pick that name, by the way. Just to clear that up. I said name it Perry Sports because he's gonna. He said to him, "I'm gonna do every sport that I can," and so I just said name it Perry Sports then.
Yeah, we're focusing mainly on football and Premier League, but we dabble into other things. But I just make new brands. But Max, where can they find you, bro?
Find me Max Tag HD on YouTube, of course. Twitter, YouTube_MaxTigerHD. Find me on Instagram as well, MaxTigerHD official. And you can also find me on TikTok, MaxTigerHD as well. So
100%. Make sure you check out everyone as well. But we're, as I said, back at 9 p.m. with Let's Meet the Playoffs. But until then, Alisson Becker grabbing the winner for Liverpool Football Club. What a man! Grabs 3 points. The title, well, not title race, the top 4 race still in Liverpool's hands. Next up, Burnley Football Club. We'll have match reaction of that and many others. But until then, thanks for watching and take care, guys. Once my internet works. There we go.